Hi, my name is Kathleen Federici, and I'm the Director of Professional Development for the International Parking and Mobility Institute. I'm here to present on I'm working from home, now what? As we find ourselves facing a global health crisis, we also find that we have one another for support, understanding, friendship, guidance, and a shoulder to lean on, because we are all in this together. Some of us are finding ourselves with extra time on our hands, and some of us are finding ourselves with not enough time on our hands at this moment. This is something of the likes that we have not yet seen in our lifetime, and we will get through this. I'm happy to share time with you today. In this brief presentation, I will give you some background about myself and offer you 7 tips and tricks from working from home. I hope this information is useful to those of you who are new to working from home, and I also hope it's a refresher for those of you that have previously worked from home and have experience with it. Some of us are finding ourselves in the situation where not only are we working a full-time job, but we have become the full-time teacher since schools are closed. COVID-19 has done a wonderful job of blurring the lines between work and home. Let me give you a little bit of background about myself and how I got to working from home. I used to work for a large organization that kept, thank God, growing and growing and growing. But it grew so much that the building that we were in only had so many parking spaces, and we outgrew the number of parking spaces we had as we kept hiring more and more people. So what happened was we had to start a work from home program. The HR department sent out this letter and said, if you would like to be part of the pilot program for working from home, with your supervisor's permission, fill out this form, and then we will decide the 15 people that will start this pilot program. And I was chosen, so my work from home started 13 years ago as a pilot program for my company because they ran out of parking spaces for the amount of people in our building. So since I have all these years of experience working from home, I wanted to give you some tips and tricks. So maintain regular work hours so your workplace and your family have realistic expectations of when you're working and what they can expect from you. So for example, as a new teacher, I find myself waking up very early before the sun to get on Schoology, which is my daughter's school assignment portal, and downloading what she needs for her 6 subjects early in the morning before it crashes, because by 10:30 I have found that that system has crashed. So many people are using it. Whether you have children and you're finding yourself as a teacher and a full-time employee or not, you should create a morning routine. What this does is it helps you start your focus for the day. If you grab a cup of coffee and you need some quiet time first, or if you wake up and listen to a TED Talk, whatever your morning routine is, don't lose that. Keep your morning routine. And if you need to create a new one that works for you, don't be shy, do that as well. Schedule breaks. Breaks are very, very, very important, especially if you're new to working from home. Even if you're not homeschooling, breaks are good because they allow you to think about things that just happened. They allow you to stretch, and it helps prevent eye strain if you're staring at the computer all day. And as a tip, if you're not used to working from home and you hunch, these muscles in your front and in your back might be sore, and you might be like, why am I sore here? And it would be because of the hunching and the typing. So you want to take stretch breaks during the day. Get out. Literally, get out. Walk around. If you have a front porch or a back porch, get out and see the sun a few times a day. If you live on a block that you can take a walk around, or if you live on property that's large, or if you have an uncrowded park near you, get out, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, and walk. Set up your work area. Even if it's just a temporary situation, you would like a space that's just yours and for you to work in, and it's your work area. So people know, okay, that's mommy or daddy's work area. This is my work area. And it has everything that I need so that I can get my job done. Over communicate. So at this point in time, especially if you're not used to working from home, it's better to over communicate than under communicate, because you can't just go into somebody's office next to you and be like, hey, can you edit this? We have a deadline today, and I just want to get it done just real fast. Look at this and see it. And you can't physically hand someone a piece of paper and ask them to do that. Or you can't bum rush someone with like 3 of your team members and be like, we really need you to do this. Just sign here. So you do need to over communicate and say, okay, if I sent this in the morning and it hasn't happened, maybe I could send a text, maybe I could do Teams, maybe I could just do, you know, however your organization has decided to communicate, and keep your video on. You know, we're at a time of isolation for many of us, and it's just helpful to see people's smiling faces and know that they're doing well, and it just does everyone a world of good. It also strengthens teams. There's a lot of research about that, and it also fosters trust and interactions. So we do want to keep your video on if you're on some type of a platform like Zoom that offers the video. Lastly, don't be this guy. This is just a no. We are not going to be this guy. Never. So as conclusion, are you serious right now? I'm doing a video. Okay, well, don't be rude. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Tell them your name.
Alyssa.
So as I was saying, we're all in this together. So you need to ask for what you need. You know, the door was closed and I had a sign that said "Do not disturb" on it. Do we just ignore mommy now?
Yes.
Well, this came at a good time. My time with you has ended. I now have to go be a third grade teacher. Ask for what you need. Evidently, that's something that everyone should do, even when it's inappropriate. Seek support when and if needed, and Zoom with your colleagues and friends with video on, because video makes things a lot easier. Stay well, stay healthy, and know that we are all in this together. Never hesitate to contact me at Federici at parking-mobility.org. Take care.